Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Roadrunners will put total leather to crank us up. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The give from the gun. Steamrolls his way ahead. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Murray. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. There's a live football. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
On first down, here comes this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he added the extra point. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense lining up for a first down play. 29 Philly. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Brock. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Running it back, it's Anderson. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. Makes the catch down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Handoff from the gun. Open space at the 25. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
From the gun, give on the inside. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Roadrunners have their offense in high gear. Dropping back, it's McCown. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what we saw right there.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield and down that ball?
guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On first down from their own 22. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end.
UTSA 14, Georgia State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's McGee. And he's knocked down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They use the end around, first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's McCown. Finds his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't...
Brings it down on the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hurst. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
Number 94 in punt formation to kick it away.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's McCown. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll try the run. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there and then down to the 24.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
UTSA 14, Georgia State 6.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fair catch called for and made. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's McCown. It's complete on the right side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Roadrunners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. They've got the screen set up. At the 45 on his way. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, UTSA.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Keep it on the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
It's third down.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's McCown. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. Wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on third down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops the throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Across the 25, he's got room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Hurst. Stopped after making the catch. Georgia State jumps back to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air, using the quick game. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with
flying down the left side. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, UTSA.
Number 28.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hurst. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Panthers will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
On second down, he's looking downfield. They're setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of
it. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He is having a day, even increasing his degree of difficulty just to show off.
I mean, just laying out. He's given you a little bit of everything today of what he's been able to do, but I'm going to continue to highlight this guy. I mean, he just keeps making play after play, and those stats are working their way up.
Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it, and it's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Oh, the offense shows some life here. It cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air, it's McCown. Fires to the big fella. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UTSA 24, Georgia State 13.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing on the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.
Panthers will take over. First and 10.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's McGee. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Touchdown, Georgia State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll try to get the two and make it a 3-point game late. Looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Quickly complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give as they work on that clock. And there were some collisions in there in the deep. Short of the marker. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking for a gap. It's Brock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Big decision now for the head coach with 4th down close to the goal line. You're down by 3. It's the 4th quarter. Do you take advantage of this field position and go for the knockout blow, try to take the lead? I would play it safe here, count on my defense to get me the football back and give me a chance to win.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Georgia State.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. Touchdown, Panthers. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.